Taiwan has claimed that its ministry has intercepted a Chinese air surveillance balloon on 8th December when it crossed median line of the Taiwan Strait at the location 101 nautical miles southwest of Keelung at an altitude of approximately 21,000 feet. The balloon headed east and disappeared at 12:55 local time. This reminded high-altitude CCP balloon that was spotted between January 28th to February 4th this year, originating from China and flew across North American airspace, including Alaska, Western Canada, and the contiguous United States. US Air Force finally shot down the satellite-equipped surveillance balloon on 4th of February, if you remember. Chinese termed that balloon just a weather balloon. According to Ministry of Defense of Taiwan, the Chinese have not only flew balloon but 26 PLA aircraft and 10 PLA Navy vessels around Taiwan. 15 of the detected aircraft had crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait or entered Taiwan's southwest ADIZ. Taiwanese Armed Forces have monitored the situation and tasked CAP aircraft Navy vessels and land-based missile systems to respond to these activities. Now, you may be wondering why Chinese have flown a weather balloon over and around Taiwan. So in this video, I am going to unravel the Chinese military plans with shocking visuals that may overwhelm even the US military that terms China as a pacing challenge only instead of an imminent threat. But what is important that when China prepares to launch an offensive against Taiwan, at the same time it is also preparing its offense at Indian borders. So stay tuned till end of this short story. Hello and welcome. My name is Shailesh Kumar and you are watching National Defense. Chinese have laid down an underwater Great Wall of sensors and a network of sonar arrays laid down on the seabed in the name of Chinese research vessels carrying out scientific studies. Chinese military not only have built surveillance underwater wall of sensors and sonar arrays in South China Sea, where it has territorial disputes with Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei and Taiwan, but also in larger Indo-Pacific comprising Indian Ocean too. The Chinese seabed sensors network is not only hidden, but the technology, location of unmanned and unoccupied sensors and status is a top military secret. Something unlike the sensor platforms, this cannot be seen from a passing ship or submarine and capable of detecting even most silent American nuclear submarines. Similarly, as underwater Great Surveillance Wall, China is now rapidly launching low Earth satellites to complete the 13,000 LEO network, which it has named as Guowang. But what is worrisome is that Chinese so-called weather balloons are actually stratospheric surveillance network equipped with spy satellite capabilities. China seems to have mastered the technology that offers seamless connectivity with underwater Great Wall of sensors, sonars, space satellites, surveillance balloon and weapon systems like aircraft, submarines, warships, missiles, drones and other military equipment. These weather balloons not only maneuvered but steered but also have stealth capabilities and built using invisible cloak technology, a technology that Dr. Liu Rupang allegedly stole from the US but now mastered and refined by Chinese researcher Chu Zunhao, who works with Chinese Academy of Sciences. The Chinese air balloon can also have chambers to launch drones and military personnel when required. This in fact is a military base in a stratosphere or even in very low Earth orbit where detection by China's most capable adversaries, radars and satellites is almost impossible. So it is in this reference one has to see the interception of Chinese surveillance balloon in and around Taiwan. China, which has been conducting war exercises against Taiwan almost all through the year, has expedited and magnified recently. In last few days, an undisclosed Army Aviation Brigade of the Army's 73rd Group Army organized pilots to conduct day and night flight training on multiple subjects such as formation flying, low altitude flying and field takeoff and landing to hone the full-time combat capabilities and of officers and soldiers. Similarly, a brigade of the 72nd Group Army of the PLA Army has carried out a specialized practical demonstration of war preparedness. If Xi Jinping orders forceful reunification of Taiwan with mainland China, It is in this regard that China has recently in last few days has launched multiple exercises in Tibet and Karakoram ranges on its border with India. Recently, a brigade of the 76th Group Army, which is stationed on the Plateau for training, organized an artillery unit to advance into the Plateau mountains at an altitude of 4600 meters to conduct all element, multi-subject and multi-munitions shooting training to test the troops' striking capabilities under Plateau and cold conditions. According to Chinese media that covers military, the Nyagezu Border Defense Company of an undisclosed border defense regiment of the Xinjiang military region located in the hinterland of Karakoram at an altitude of more than 4600 meters has shown its patrolling capabilities in harsh winters and low oxygen levels. A Chinese Air Force station under Western Theatre Command has also demonstrated production of nitrogen and oxygen under the three no's conditions of no commercial power, no factory buildings and no water sources to test the actual combat conditions of the PLA officers and soldiers. In flight support, oxygen is a life-saving gas not only for pilots and combustion accelerant for engines also, and nitrogen is an essential protective gas for soldiers and military equipment under field conditions. Oxygen and nitrogen production not only affects the flight safety but also affects an air combat effectiveness. In the last but not the least, most importantly, Chinese demonstrated three-dimensional precision strike capabilities against Indian troops in war exercises carried out at an undisclosed synthetic regiment of the Xinjiang military region on Plateau. During exercise, Chinese demonstrated capabilities as how to integrate various elements to form a joint force to improve the combat effectiveness of the combined battalion troops. Here, what is important is the seamless network-centric enhanced combat capabilities of the Chinese troops. Whether it is underwater Great Wall of Sensors or floating sensors platforms or surveillance balloon or Go-Wong satellite network, Indian military should have a befitting answer to Chinese capabilities and war preparedness, and time is equally an important factor besides space. Hope you like this story. If yes, please do share, and if you are new to national defense and you have yet not subscribed, kindly subscribe to get first update of such stories. Thanks for watching National Defense. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.